What's good, YouTube? This your man, Spill Dog. Yeah, man, I want to talk about Shawn Porter a little bit, man. I've been looking at the interviews and stuff, leading up to the fight with Spence. And although I had Spence, and I don't think Shawn Porter really got being realistic. I mean, everybody got a chance, but I doubt very seriously he win. I got a lot of respect for Shawn Porter. I mean, probably if you look at some of my past videos, it might not necessarily seem like it as much as I do because I tend to be picking against him in fights, but that's because he was fighting Keith Thurman, who I thought just was a better fighter than him. This fight with Spence, I think Spence is a better fighter than him. And I was a little, I felt like, I felt like it probably, the fight, the last two fights with Danny Garcia and the guy Ugas, I felt like either one of those fights both of those fights could have went either way, but I didn't have a problem with Shawn winning. But I got respect for Shawn. I have respect for Shawn for different reasons. Shawn, in my opinion, if people are truthful about it, he'll probably about two fights away from being on two losses away from being on the pound for pound list. Because if Shawn was if he had beaten Keith Thurman and beat Kell Brooks, he would have to be on the pound for pound list. His resume is all the way intact at 140 and 147. Shawn Porter fights stiff competition. But I look at Porter in a way that I look at Canelo. Like when you see a guy his size, Shawn Porter is not a big dude. He's a strong guy, but he's not very tall. He's probably about 5'5", maybe 5'6". He finna fight Spence, who's 5'9", 5'10". He's always fighting. Since he's been at 147, pretty much every fight Shawn Porter fights in, he's at a disadvantage as far as height and reach. Same way as Canelo. Canelo is 5'7", fighting middleweights. These guys 6 feet, 6'1". He finna fight Kovalov 6'2". These guys got a lot of advantages over him and Shawn. Height, reach, sometimes weight. Just got a lot. Power. A lot of times. Now the difference between Canelo and Shawn is Canelo beat you with skills. Shawn beat you with aggression. All I'm saying is I don't see him having a chance in the Spence fight, but for him to have made it as far as he have being his size, it's commendable and it deserves almost a little bit more respect than a lot of guys that he fight against, because like I said, most of the guys like Floyd and most welterweights, they usually be about 5'8", 5'7", 5'8", between 5'7" and about 5'9", 5'10", the average height. Shawn 5'5", put it with shoes on, give him 5'6". So I just respect his gangster in that respect, because one thing about Shawn, I have never seen him intimidated by a fighter. I have no doubt that he's not intimidated by Errol Spence in the least bit. So it won't be a fight where Spence beating up a guy that ain't coming to fight or a guy that's afraid, which is why this is a very good fight for Spence. Bad fight for Porter, but I guess he in a position, where he got no choice but to really take this fight. And I like how Al Heyman got to set this thing up. It didn't look like it in the beginning, but he got it now. All these guys that were ducking and hiding, they gonna have to give up these belts. Keith was first. I ain't trying to say Shawn next, but he is next. And they already stripped Danny Garcia, and they finna, the real dudes need to have the belts on. It don't need to be no Fugazi walking around here with no belt. And I will definitely say Shawn Porter's not Fugazi. I didn't know Keith Thurman was Fugazi, but definitely his power was Fugazi. But we got two real fighters coming to fight with Spence and Porter. I already. Spence should win the fight, but much respect to Shawn Porter. You know, regards to how the fights end out, he'll have my respect, and the respect probably the whole boxing community, because he deserves it. Shawn Porter, a real warrior, a real true fighter, and you can't take that from him. And if you don't have your shit tight when you get in the ring with Shawn Porter, you're not gonna win. So Spence know that though. You know, this can't be a night where you ain't on your game. This can't be a night where you start slow or none of that shit. When you get there with Shawn Porter, you better be ready to fight. Because if one thing I say, his daddy gonna have him 100% in shape and ready to go. You know, and I think the same for Spence. So I mean, like I said, I got Spence in the fight, but this was just me kind of giving a salute to Shawn Porter, and much respect to Porter and his father. And you know, just, you know, for him that made as far as he had at the size that he had, because like I said, a lot of these guys now that Spence they got on the block, until he lead the welterweight division, these guys ain't gonna have no belts no more. You know, Keith Thurman, Shawn Porter, all of them. It's a good thing that they had a chance to be welterweight champion, but it's a wrap. Once Earl pick up all these belts, I don't see no way how Keith can get the belt back. I don't see no way. If Shawn loses this fight to Earl, you know, and Earl get all the belts between Earl and Terrence Crawford, I don't see them guys get. They ain't gonna have that. They done in the welterweight division as far as being champions. Now they could be. I don't know. You know, Shawn, baby. You know, I don't know what he gonna do after this. He got plenty of money. You know, this might be the one where he can go ahead, you know, at a young age, fall back. I mean, because once you've been to the mountaintop, you've been champion. If you ain't gonna be the champ no more, what's the point? And until Errol Spence, like I said, if Spence get through Porter like I believe he will, I don't even think it's gonna be that big of a problem. That ain't no disrespect to Porter, but it's just that Spence is so much bigger. Arms is so much longer. He got so many advantages. It's gonna be a hard go for Shawn. His daddy know it. It's gonna be a hard go for Shawn. You know, so like I said, if he could pull this off, I mean, shit, hell, I have to have he'll be pound for pound. If Shawn could beat Errol Spence, in my eyes, he pound for pound right at number 1 or 2. You know, I mean, because this would be a hell of a feat if he pulled this off, but I just don't see it. But at the same time, much respect to Shawn Porter. He a great fighter. You know, once, like I say, if Spence get all these belts, I just don't see, you know, once you've been to the top, that had pay-per-view fights and all that, what would be the reason to still keep fighting if you ain't planning on being champion again? And depending on how this fight go down, now if the fight is close, yeah, then you might can rematch Spence. But if you walk through Shawn, and he ain't planning on leaving the welterweight division anytime soon, unless you gonna go down, what you gonna do? Fight Terrence Crawford. I mean, if you can't beat Earl, you know it's gonna be, you know, Terrence Crawford, his arms longer than Earl, he long and rangy too, so that's why I say Shawn had a lot of disadvantages with these top dogs that's out here now. So I mean, you know, we gonna see how everything go. Either way it go, I got much respect for Shawn Porter, but I just don't think I don't think he got a chance in this one though. But if he pull this off, I have to put him up there pound for pound, or damn near top 2 or 3. But you know, that's it on this video. If you like the video, hit the like, subscribe button. Leave a comment in the comment section. Till next time, this is your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.